Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay.
Rockets are out of Houston and into an interconference game. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
Ready to go?
The last time these two teams met, it was the Rockets picking up the loss in the outing against the Detroit Pistons. So far, no luck against this team. They dropped both of the games in the previous two matchups this season.
Yeah. In the foul trouble coming down the stretch, you know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. And it's Ariza in a small forward. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 3. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the
Now here's Johnson. Harden missing his last shot. Ariza covering. Elbow shot. The offensive rebound.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Yes. Greg, you just said the Pistons in a ton of back-to-back games. 44 were part of their back-to-backs, over half their schedule. Clark, they went 15 and 29 in those games.
And that's part of the reason why the NBA wanted to examine the schedule. I mean, it was a tough year for the Pistons. It's hard to get any momentum when you're playing that many back-to-backs.
Dishes it to Drummond. Johnson in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there. It's Ariza on the wing. Howard, the pass to Ariza. Looking for Beverly. He gets it there. From 13 feet, it goes down. Beverly's got his first points of the game.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Johnson attacking.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Pass to Harden. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Back to Howard. And Beverly kicks to Howard. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And now, a look at the teams leading the NBA in steals since the All-Star break. The Rockets, number 1.
Kevin, this team isn't ready to give up on the season yet. I mean, they've been after the opposing ball handler every second of every game.
And the Rockets making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Here's Meeks. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And another 3 for Houston.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Pass to Drummond. Ariza brings the double. And Meeks kicks to Tolliver. Meeks with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Beverly. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Over the last 10 games, as we look at the Rockets, this is how they compare to the rest of the league. Second in fast break points. Third in steals. And they're right there, I mean, among the top 5 teams in second chance points. Doing a really good job of offensive rebounding and then being able to score the ball when they get that second chance.
And you mentioned their ability to score in transition. This is a team that loves to get out and run. And one of the things I like, they move the ball up court with the pass as much or more than anybody in the league.
Harris kicks to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Meeks inside the three-point line. Beasley with the rebound. Rockets leading by 3. Passes it to McDaniels. Intercepted. To the paint. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Here's Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Meeks. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. From beyond the arc, there's the bucket. Good. McDaniels got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Capella. And the layup's good off the glass.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Tolliver, no luck.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Capella kicks to McDaniels. Outside Terry. And another three for Houston.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Houston on top, leading by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
It's just been a long-range battle for them, and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Detroit, we've got Marcus Morris. He's out there with Andre Drummond. Johnson is out there with Reggie Jackson.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And from a defensive standpoint, a good foul to save the dunk there.
The Rockets making a switch here. Montejunas is checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Rockets leading by 7. And Beverly kicks to Howard. Morris with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Here is Harden. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
There's the dish to Drummond. The 3. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Six to shoot. And Drummond kicks to Morris. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building, perch them in free.
Qualms about viewing players is simply just ask.
The pitch here. Blake's checked in. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Montejunas against Morris. Stolen by Harden.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Beverly dishes to Howard. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
They need this. And Drummond throws it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Wait a minute.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hander.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defenders.
6 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And the shot is good from Johnson.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Harden can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the layup's good off the glass.
6.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Beasley comes in for Moniunas. Corey Brewer's checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverley. Beasley kicks to Brewer. It's deflected.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Caldwell Pope.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
There's the pick. And it's Terry off the drive. In the corner, it's Brewer. And some nice passing there by Houston. And now the Pistons fast break. Pushing it up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second, a nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Terry, that's a 2. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Rockets lead by 10. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Moniunas and Howard the post pair, and it's Beverly in at the point. It's Drummond with the rebound.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
Ariza brings the double. It's stolen by Ariza. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach. You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Jackson passes to Drummond. Stolen by Beverly. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
In the corner, it's Morris. And it's off from three-point range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Drummond throws it down.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
The three from Harden. Rebounded by the Pistons. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not. And that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
Michael Beasley. He's... Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Clock at 4. And there's the call on Howell. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Capella's checked in, and it's Brewer in for James Harden. It's Jackson with the drive, and he gets it to go.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. To the middle, Tolliver can't convert off the nice pick. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Meeks dishes to Harris. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Terry kicks to Brewer. Pulls up from the corner.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Tolliver. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Up high and down hard with the one-hand.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Houston. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Harris on the double team. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Capella kicks to Brewer. The feed now to Capella. Down low. In the corner, it's Brewer. Gets to the corner and buries it. Brewer's got his first basket.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Tolliver for three. No luck. Up in time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Houston on top, up by 10. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Pistons trail by 10. They've got Drummond. Marcus Morris is out there with Johnson. And there's Jackson. That's the group for Detroit right now.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Harden. 4 on the shot clock. Stolen by Harden. Ariza against Drummond. Here's Howard. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Marcus Morris picks one up there. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Monteunitas is checked in for Michael Beasley. It's tipped. Jackson passes to Drummond. The Pistons working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Here's Howard, and it's sent back by Morris. To the inside. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce clock. How about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Beverly against Jackson. He feeds it to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Detroit. Here's Meeks. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Johnson kicks to Drummond. Back to Johnson. Jackson dishes to Morris. 5 to shoot. Feeds it to Meeks. The 3 from Johnson. They get it back. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends.
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're ahead by 4. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Blake passes to Johnson. And Drummond kicks to Johnson. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Back to Ariza. Three-pointer. Cannot hit. And Detroit the other way now. And now the Pistons. Fast break. Johnson's got the ball. It's stolen by Ariza. Knocked loose. Harden dishes to Ariza. And there's the pass to Motiejunas. Here's Howard. It's deflected.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it. That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass. Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
So it's the Pistons now. They trail by 6. Blake for 3. Here's Houston now.
Unbelievable what I'm seeing here. Is this the dunk contest?
Hey, this one counts, Clark. Believe me, what confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself.
He couldn't resist on that. The adrenaline just flowing. One of the more spectacular plays we've seen.
And it's Drummond missing. Harden inside the three-point line. Can't nail the jumper.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And Drummond throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
So Houston wins it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were...
James Harden.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Suns. Back on the road tomorrow. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons. That was their second loss in 2 games. Now they've got a chance to turn the tide and get back on course.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot. A lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Drummond. Marcus Morris is out there with Johnson. Then there's Jackson. For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against Los Angeles.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Here's Jackson. After Eric Bledsoe's score, out of bounds, Pistons ball. As Detroit keeps possession. Morris outside to the middle, stolen by Len. Knight kicks to Warren. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Stolen by Len. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
That's his first personal foul.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And it's Warren with the jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Jackson dishes to Drummond. 5 to shoot. Morris kicks to Drummond. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Jackson passes to Drummond. Stolen by Bledsoe. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it. The fast break chance. A nice shot by Booker. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Suns.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Lots of room. And the shot no good, a bit short. Guarded by Bledsoe. Morris outside. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Len. And now the Suns a fast break. Bledsoe dishes to Booker. Here's the three. And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist by Booker. That's 7 points for Eric Bledsoe.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not. And that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. Detroit with the ball. 11-point game.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
Here's Teletovic. His three-pointer's off the mark. And it's Ronnie Price with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Now, here's Meeks. Guarded closely.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Kicks it to Teletovic. On the wing, Chandler. Dishes it to Tucker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Chandler. Second shot opportunity. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his second.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Up in time. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And that concludes. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
They've got P.J. Tucker. Chandler out there with Mirza Teletovic. And there's John Jenkins. And it's Price in at the point guard. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now, here's Meeks. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Price outside. And there's the whistle, fouled hard. That one on Harris.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Jenkins. Pistons trail by 13. Feeds it to Harris. Pass to Drummond. Johnson from outside. Rebounded by Tucker. Phoenix leading by 13. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. It's Chandler high post. Price outside. 6 to shoot. And he gets it to go. Price has got his first basket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Stolen by Tucker. And oh, here we go at Jenkins, and nobody is back. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And guys, something new for the NBA is the HGH testing that's been put in place. It's something the league hasn't had too many issues with or even accusations, but better to stamp it out early. And hard to argue that it should be in place.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Detroit. Caldwell Pope comes in for Meeks. Bullock kicks to Johnson. 4 on the clock. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
That's his first personal foul.
And with the HGH testing, it's done in every major sport. Seems like the right thing to do for the NBA. Just make sure everyone is on a level playing field, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think the punishment will be fair. First positive gets you a 20-game ban. The second one, 45.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 7. Here's Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Inside, there's the feed tonight. At the elbow, it's Warren. Here's Lure. Here's Booker. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Booker's got 6.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Drummond the screen. .153 left to play in the first half. Outside Jackson. Fires from 18.
You know, the defense has really affected their offense this quarter. They're shooting around 34% for the game. They had a little more success in the first quarter, but so far, not much luck here.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and that one's good. Lure's got his first 2 points of the night.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Reggie Jackson.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And Bledsoe hit the stuff.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. He feeds it to Bullock. Here's Drummond. It's tipped. And it's on a bound to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Alex Len's checked in for Phoenix. And then for Detroit, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Jody Meeks in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Down low. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
2 shots.
And the Pistons making a change here. He hits both from the stripe. Now here's Booker with 1 on the clock. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And through one hand. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You know, Eric Bledsoe has been exceptional here, guys.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade and are looking amped up and ready to get going once again. You know, Eric Bledsoe has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Marcus Morris is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Johnson.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
There's the dish to Jackson. Clock at 4. Pistons passing it around. And another 3 for Detroit.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Chandler throws it down.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Morris. Tobias Harris is checked in for Johnson. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. To the inside. Baines. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Phoenix, since the All-Star break, we get a look at the numbers they've put up. Second in rebounding. And free throw shooting, not pretty at all. Bottom third of the league. A number of players really struggled at the line.
And guys, you can't say enough about how well they've rebounded. So often, it's swung the possession battle in their favor, and that's really had a huge impact.
Pass to Warren. To the paint. Here's Len. Plays it up and banks it in. Len's got his first bucket of the night.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at Cleveland. And, of course, Detroit tied right now. Now here's Bledsoe. 9 points in the game so far. A nice shot by Booker.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Now the pass to Tolliver. Yes, and it's Blake picking up the assist. Tolliver's got his second bucket tonight. Out left to the wing. Knight kicks to Warren. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
.156 left to play in the third. Kicks it to Tolliver. He dishes it to Blake. Fires from deep. The shot will not go. And Phoenix will come the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
A nice shot by Knight.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
James passes to Harris. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And Harris drops them both. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Bledsoe dishes to Land. But they recover it. Warren kicks to Knight. Drops in the tray. Knight's got 7 points.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man. In that type, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
To the middle. Here is Bledsoe after the basket by Detroit.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 9. Len passes to Knight. Count the bucket. Knight's got 9 points.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Jackson dishes to Drummond. Back to Jackson. He kicks it to Drummond. Here's Tolliver. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Tolliver's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a... Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Booker out there with Warren. And it's Len in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Drummond. Brandon Knight picking up that last basket. Here's Jackson. No good on the triple.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Johnson. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Orange got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Len. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Yeah, the NBA Development League now celebrating its 15th anniversary, and a lot of change over that time. None of the original 8 teams still playing in their original locations. Still, it's only growing. Now, I think we'll see it grow to 30 teams before long.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Aaron Baines comes in for Drummond. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Jackson. Blake kicks to Baines. Shot clock at 5. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Johnson.
Welcome, fans, to the FIBA World Championships.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
24-second shot clock violation.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Dishes to Booker. Len, a screen. Shot on the wing. Feeds to Booker. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Another 3 for Phoenix. Greg, you're talking about the D-League. Not really a moneymaker yet, but it's really benefited, Clark, the NBA in so many ways.
Clearly has, Kevin, a place to train new players, officials, and executives or management, a way to test out possible rule changes. I think building revenue is the focus, though, and the players make a small salary, but the NBA Developmental League is helping the NBA be better.
And the basket by Blake.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Bledsoe for 3. No good. And Detroit the other way now. And Meeks kicks to Blake. The three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Right side, Knight. Baseline jumper. Rebound, Detroit.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And here's Len to the inside. A nice shot by Knight. Knight's got 11 in the second half.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Phoenix.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance, Clark. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And by getting a win in the final game of the year between these two teams, they will have saved themselves some embarrassment, ending with a record of 1-2 in their season series against the Pistons.
And the call will be against Steve Blake. That's his first foul.
It's been kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach.
To the paint. Here's Baines. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. Here's Bledsoe. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Booker. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
What Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Out tonight. Bledsoe outside. Here's Len. Makes it off the glass. So it's the Suns winning easily here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way.